Good evening, everyone. A decade after his new bride drowned in a bathtub, convicted murderer Ryan Widmer is waiting on a federal judge to decide if he gets what would be a fourth new trial. The 9 on Your Side I-Team is looking into that appeal. I-Team reporter Hillary Lake spoke with Widmer's father today. She is here with his take on this wait. Hillary.
Well, Tanya, Ryan Widmer is nearing the 4-year mark on when he first asked a federal court for another new trial. It's possible the judge could make a decision any day now. Widmer's dad tells me he has hope that all this time is on Ryan's side. Anguish. It's what Gary Widmer felt February 15, 2011, when a jury convicted his son Ryan of drowning his own wife Sarah in 2008 in their bathtub. It's what Gary feels today, 10 years after his daughter-in-law's death.
I think the voice to her is that with Ryan being innocent with what's happened here, is that she would want us to keep fighting for him. She would want this to be cleared up. She would actually want us to know exactly what happened at that point.
Gary has stood by Ryan's side even after a judge sentenced his son to 15 years to life in prison for murdering his bride. Ryan also gave up a plea deal with a much shorter punishment.
I was actually sitting in the room at the time he was offered that deal, and he wouldn't even listen to it. You know, our lawyers kept, now wait a minute, listen to this. Nope, I didn't do this. I'm not taking a plea deal.
Now, after several denied appeals, Ryan Widmer has filed a writ of habeas corpus in federal court. He's asking a judge to rule his state trial violated his constitutional rights. If the judge agrees, Widmer could get a fourth trial and a chance at freedom.
It means that, you know, there's something wrong with the case. The person's shouldn't be incarcerated, and that person should be released. And then you give the reasons.
Attorneys Mark Crumbine and Mike Allen aren't on Widmer's defense team, but they've both followed the case through the justice system. They talked to the 9 on Your Side I-Team about the federal case. Is this a last-ditch effort for Ryan Widmer?
It probably is a last-ditch effort. He sort of may have exhausted the state appeals already.
You federalize, if you will, the state claims, and it's just not a high probability of success.
Still, Ryan's dad tells me he sympathizes with his daughter-in-law's family over the loss of Sarah. And he says his support for his son won't waver. Is he prepared to spend the rest of his life in prison?
Not at this point. No, not at this point.
He believes he's going to get out at some point?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I believe that too.
And coming up tonight on 9 on Your Side at 11, I'll explain why Widmer thinks his state trial violated his constitutional rights. You'll also hear more from those attorneys about the federal appeal for a new trial. And one note, we did ask Sarah Widmer's family for an interview for this story through the Warren County Prosecutor's Office. They denied our request. Tanya?
All right. Thank you, Hillary.